Hello, all of you YouTube maniacs. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a new episode of FrogPondFinds. Unfortunately, though, some of the items that I had gotten in the last few weeks have already gone out the door, so I apologize for that. I will mention them, and I will say that the pictures of them will be right up over there near my head, and the value, and what I bought them for, and what they sold for. Just if you're curious on that. But quick little story before I continue. One of the items that I did end up buying was Super Smash Brothers for the 3DS, and I got that from my local outlet store, and I got that for $4. If you don't believe me on that, well, I have pictures of the item before it ended up getting sold. It actually sold at, I think it was $30. I only sold it because I don't really play the Smash Brothers games. I love fighting games, but for some reason Smash Brothers just isn't my cup of tea. Let me see. Also, a couple of days after that, I ended up going back into Merchandise Outlet again, and again I picked up another 3DS game for $4. And it just so happened to be this 3DS game. Now, if you don't know anything about Stella Glow or Atlas, where's that at? There it is. They are very expensive games, Atlas titles in general. And I got Stella Glow for $4, and it ended up being worth almost $50. But that one will be staying with me. It will be going right into my personal collection. I will not be selling it. But unfortunately, one of the problems with it was with the case. So I had to go and get a new case for it because the case was crushed. The game was fine, but, well, there's more on that as I go. Lately I've been going to the card shop, and I've been playing this game called Force of Will. And if anyone would like to see, there's my commander. I do love Priscia. And yes, I've been playing Force of Will, and I went to the eBay store here in town. That's what it's called, eBay store. And he sells his video games 3 for $10. And he was telling me, oh yeah, you should have been here. We had gotten in a whole bunch of games, and they've been selling like crazy. And I'm like, oh, wonderful. So, I mean, I learned some information from him. I guess you could say I've made a connection that way. So that's a good thing. And I went there. I didn't buy anything from him that day when I had that conversation with him. Then I went back later and I bought 3 games from him. One of them was Lego Harry Potter, years 5 through 7, I think it was, for the 3DS. And I bought that game so I could replace this case. So what I ended up doing was I ended up taking that game out of the case with the insert and the manual, and I sold it all to the card shop where I bought myself a pack of cards, and I only ended up paying $2 because I got $2 in credit for that. So I wasn't really concerned about that. So I paid $10 for the 3 games. I made 2 at the card shop, so that reduced it by 8. And these next 2 games that I'm going to show you are what I ended up picking up. I've got this game, which a lot of people on Divers Nation don't really know what they're looking at. Although, I mean, hell, even I barely know what I'm looking at when it comes to this. And it was an oddity, so that's why I picked it up. It's a Super 14-in-1 Game Boy game. And there is, supposedly on here, there is Sonic 5, Mario Land 4, Dragon Quest, Mario Dreamland, Mystical Cards, Super Sonic Man, ID4, Maginal Mario 3. It actually says Maginal. Mini 4WD, Big 2, Air Sonic Boy 4, Star Wars, Breath of Fire, and 4WD Boy. I'll get that in as close as I can so you can see it. So there was that. I don't know how much that's worth. I'm estimating about $10. It could be more, it could be less. And I also picked up this. That is the Batman game for the Game Boy. And it's worth about $7 as it sits. That's without the box and everything. So I was happy about that. I didn't really lose anything on the transaction, and I got myself a new pack of cards. I went to another local thrift shop here in town, and I had a conversation with them about backwards compatible PS3s and things like that. I got this. It's Mario Kart for the Wii. And yes, I did pay $5, so that's not too bad. Sorry about the glare there. It is missing the manual, but the game is there. The game is, it's scratched. It's got some smudges. I mean, it's nothing that resurfacing wouldn't cure. And, I mean, I wish I had more stuff to show you guys. I mean, here recently I've gotten whole bunch of books. I've got toys and things like that for sale, but unfortunately there really isn't much more video games. Hopefully I'll have a lot more to show you. And again, I think I'm getting sick, so there's that. Before I forget, I had also, there's another game, again, picture will be up there, that I did not, that I don't have here right now to show you because it's already been sold and the owner is enjoying it right now. I got a copy of, well, let me back up. I went out on the town with a friend for her birthday, and I stopped by Meijer, and I went in there, and they were clearancing a whole bunch of games. They were clearancing Disney, I forget what the hell it was. It was some sort of game like Skylanders. If I remember what it was, I'll throw an image here of it. But they were clearancing it out. I guess it didn't do so well. Makes sense. But I went and checked their clearance games, and they had Capcom Essentials. They had, what else was it? There was a PS Vita. It was PS Vita game. It was Capcom X Tekken, and that was $11. And they also had Animal Crossing New Leaf for $8. I snatched up Animal Crossing New Leaf for $8 and then flipped it online for $25 because I already have a copy of it. In fact, there's 3 copies of that game in this house already. So, I was very happy with that. And I ended up, like I said, I sold that game and I also sold Smash Brothers, so that was a really nice profit. All these other games that I've shown you, they'll be staying in my personal collection, and also I had a couple more to show you. This one, that is Mega Man Extreme 2. That's staying in my personal collection. Again, that came out of Casey's basement. And this one also did. Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. Again, going right into the personal collection. Will not be selling those. So I'm quite happy with how that turned out. And I just wanted to make sure that you guys got to see this stuff on camera before it ends up disappearing. Or, well, actually, this stuff isn't going anywhere. This stuff's staying right in my collection. But I wanted to get another video out for you guys. I mean, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see what I can do about getting some more stuff. I think that's about it. I will see you all later.